In this video, we're going to talk about the repairs we did to the booms and all the changes we made to the running rigging. When we were sailing from Fatuhiva to Hiva-Oa in the Marquesas, I was going upwind and pulled too hard on the main sheet and pulled out one of the connections to the main boom. This job right here, I actually did that by pulling too hard on the sheet and yanking out one of these babies. All these screws that hold the furler motor in have become ovalized, and so this moves.
All the bearings are gone. What did you do, Keeney?
I got all the marbles.
You gonna play now? So this one was pretty beat up.
See, what happened was we rammed it into this too hard too many times. Bent it all up. We ended up hiring NSR in Opua, New Zealand, and they fixed our boom. I removed the boom and took it over to NSR, and in a few days they had replaced the plate that holds the outhaul and welded on a new connection point for my main sheet. This is a new line here for the outhaul on the main. We replaced this block here. We put a lot of soft shackles on. We got new blocks all the way through, put on with Dyneema cord, Dyneema soft shackles. What we wanted to do was make it the boat a lot more quiet. The main traveler line has also been replaced. You can also see our new main sheet. Our new windows look awesome. We also changed the way that the uphaul on the main boom is connected in the back, because it used to be just a line that comes down and then went all the way to the front and hooked up here. As the boom raises, because of our springy in there, it won't get a lot of movement in that line. So now you can see how we're doing the bungee. We've got a nylon washer against the aluminum, and then we have a stainless steel washer behind that. You can't see it. Then we have a knot. Then we come down. We got a bowline into another bowline, and we got to make sure that they don't come undone. And there's also some shrink wrap around the end of our bungee, and the bungee is going to go all the way down there where we had our bird's nest to the other side, and then when our boom goes up, it'll take out the slack. So let's see if we can get this done. This is our mizzen sheet. We replaced it. We replaced this line here, which is the outhaul for the mizzen. You can see that we've put a lot of soft shackles on. The two blocks at the aft of the mizzen boom were broken when we bought Aquarius. These were replaced. This is what they put on stock on the ML54, and when I saw it on the ML54, I was searching for these, but I guess these are custom made for ML. I was glad when the guys in New Zealand found them for me. So that's on both sides. I'll show you how those are used. This halyard through there, and then we can drop it down and pick things up out of the water or on land. The Genoa halyard was replaced in Martinique after we busted it on an upwind sail, and the ballooner halyard was brand new when we bought the boat from Jimp. The spin halyard, which is also the halyard that we go up the mast with, I made it long enough so we can attach a block here and go all the way to the back and actually put it on the electric winch so Javila can pull me up the mast really quick. The Genoa sheet blocks also needed repaired, and the only way to get the Genoa sheet blocks off the track was to cut the track. So we hired NSR to come in and cut the track because I didn't have the proper equipment to do it. Move this bolt. Now we had this part of the I-beam cut off, so we can now take the car off. So you've got to take this out. And the first thing we have to do is we have to get this cotter pin out. So we're going to take the cotter pin out, and then we're going to pull this out this end. So what we did was we gripped the vice grips on it with a rag, and then we're going to hit this side with a hammer and try to start to get that to move. We've also used some WD-40 and we put it in all the sides to at least try to lubricate it a little bit. So we finally got this out, and it took a little while to do it. You can see the springs are broken. There's the two springs. And this washer's just about gone, so we'll put a new washer in. Sliders, and they just go right in like that. Some type of a washer like this before, but those are all, well, you can see what happened to them. But now we're going to use some Teflon washers. Okay, we got that one started. Okay. So now it's time we're going to put our first spring in. Alright, so we got our first spring in. Now we're pushing this through, and we've got plenty of tough gel. See, tough gel. For any place that the stainless steel meets the aluminum, we put tough gel in there. And we have to put the second spring in on the other side. So what we're going to do is we're going to flip this thing over and hold it while we try to get a spring in there.
I can't see anything.
Alright, so you see that it went into the spring. So now we got both springs in. And now we just have to... The last washer is the toughest to do. So take our other washer, and we got to get that washer down in here. So now we finally got the second washer. So we've got a washer here and a washer here, and we finally got them centered. So now we push this in, and we should be able to get the hole right out over here. So the cotter pin's in. Mm-hmm. We got both our springs in. Mm-hmm. We got both these parts in. Now all we have to do is drop it on. Now?
Ooh la la, Mr. Powers.
That was tough.
Was it?
Yes, it was. We're gonna
So it's good that I have a tough husband?
I'm gonna take our tough gel. So now we're gonna put this in backwards. So now we got this all loaded up. We have to tighten up. Voila. Nice and tight. See that? Yeah, baby. Yeah. We also hired NSR to fix the sail feeder extrusion, which became loose because the screw hole had become ovalized. What I thought was going to take maybe 2 hours took all of about 20 minutes. It's really tough to explain how you drop the main, so I'm going to show you real quick. We're not going to drop the main, so I'm not going to take the main all the way out, but I want to show you how this all works. So first we're going to get this halyard out of the way. Then what we're going to do is we're going to take a short piece of line with a loop on it, and you put that loop on the car. So this right here is the Dyneema main halyard, and then we take this down to the winch. Now as I tighten, I'm going to pull out on this tab until it pops out. Just like that. And then what I'm going to do, now this line right here is a Dyneema line identical to my main halyard. It's identical. So if anything happens to my main halyard, I can actually change this one. Can you show this one down here? I can take this halyard and put it up there. But you take a little piece of Dyneema and then you can tie it right in at the top up here. So I just put a bowline right on this. So now what I can do is I can loosen this up. And there's my main halyard now. So I can actually drop the main. If you're pulling up your main, you get it to a point, you hook it up to here. So you just get it in there. So get that off. Now you can tighten your main up. After you get it so tight, it's just about there. Spin this and then bring it down till it pops into place. And now you're done. Take this off. So now I don't have an extra halyard hanging down all the way down to the bottom. So now let's put our halyards back. And that's it. And now, watch JP and me taking the main down. Hey babe, take out the mainsail.
All the way?
Yeah. When Jim owned Aquarius, he had changed the main halyard to a full-length main halyard, which is not stock Amel. Amel has a block on the side of the main mast which you can pull down and tighten the halyard without having a full-length halyard. So I changed it back to Amel stock, but in doing so I made the halyard too long, so here we are shortening the halyard. Vianney Bay in Fiji. If you like these type of videos, give us a like. And if you have any questions, give us a comment down below and we'll try to answer it. And if you're an Amel owner that knows a lot more than me, which there are plenty, give us a comment down below if I've done anything wrong.
If you like this video, give us a like down below and click here to subscribe. That really helps us. And if you want to watch more of us, click one of those.